today, can you guys hear me? I think you can. Okay. Right now, I think you can hear me perfectly. And today, I'm gonna explain it to you something that I found out while I am doing analysis. Oh my god, analysis. And so, a basic rule known as supply and demand, not the one that we place in oh, this is supply and demand. Oh, this is here's supply. Oh, here's supply. Oh, there's demand here. Oh, it is going there. It is it is a basic knowledge, but people getting manipulated, not knowing the actual shit behind it is actually greatly fucked up. And I have seen so many influencers out there saying shit like, "Oh, supply and demand is the key. You need to place this here, place that here, and boom, the trade goes like this." It doesn't happen like that, okay? Uh, the thing is that the misunderstanding they do is that if they see a pattern, they will say that it is gonna work in all type of market conditions, which is actually not true. Okay, so the probability of first of all, you guys need to know this: trading is gambling, but not gambling at the same time. If you use plan correctly. Okay, so if you go to poker, for example, if you go to a poker table, when you sit there without not knowing how to play, and you just randomly win and randomly lose, that is gambling. Okay, but if you know how to play poker, and you actually beat some peoples and lose sometimes, it is not gambling. It is not considered gambling, and which is actually, how do I say, true. Like in trading, you can't just say that, oh, this is gonna happen all the time, and some kind of theories like support and resistance doesn't always suit. Like it does suit with the ideology because it is saying that. So, for example, let me show you a example for support and resistance. So basically, you can see here this in a support and resistant way. You can see there's this level right here had a support. So this price level was support. It came up, bounced back. So what is the actual analogy behind it? Like, what is the actual knowledge behind it? So let's get to a point. So first of all, we don't wanna determine that our trading doesn't rely on price. Okay, so basically, trading is finance. Okay, this is a market which consists of like huge banks, huge hedge funds. They doesn't use ICT. They don't use ICT because it has no edge. Because it is just basically saying that, okay, so the market is coming like this. I think there's a liquidity up there, like because of the previous market here, like the previous market here. So what do you do? Like basic ICT guys would do this. Like, oh, it is gonna go down. The probability of working this kind of trade is not that favorable because we don't know how many times this kind of thing works. Like we need an edge, right? Like we need to make money, not just guessing something out of the blue. And let's get to the point. So support. So this is basically like a astrology in trading. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. It is a thing that you say in trading terms. Like you have heard in like it is not in movies or something like that. But if you have a family member like a hedge fund guy or like a finance doing stuff like a friend does trader, I think once in a lifetime, you have heard about VWAPing it. You know that, right? That's a term that you were saying that VWAP is a volume weighted average profile. Average profile. So basically, what it does is that this is the tool here in trading view. This thing actually calculates the weighted volume average, and it shows you where is the weighted volume, like the average price level, no, average volume level in the market. And what do they use? What do they use for? No, sorry, whatever use for it is whatever we use for it is that, like, hedge funds basically they need to average it. So there are so many market makers, hedge funds, because the market needs to be lively all the time, because the transaction needs to be happening 24/7. I think not in stocks, but considering forex, it is from Monday to Friday night, which is it needs to be like the transaction needs to be happening like all the time, because it needs to happen like that. And the market makers probably, like, you don't hear it from like a hedge fund that purely stays on like making profits, but you hear it like the VWAP it term in market making hedge funds. So basically, what does that mean is that, for example, you might okay, imagine this. Wait a second. To see. So imagine, okay, guys, what happened. Uh, nah, wait a second, guys. Something just happened right now. Ah, the internet is gone. Okay. Okay, guys. I think it is. Oh yeah, it came. So what does revamping it mean? So basically, imagine this is a market, like beam, bam, boom, boom, beep, boom, bam, 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 boom, bam, 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 bam. Okay, so imagine that the market is going smoothly, and it says this price level is basically 106s, but I think this price ranging is not that great, because in so many different kinds of brokers or trading charting systems, I think they show different price levels, because I think it is not accurate, because it is only showing decimal points of 3. Okay, let's get to the point. So revolving it means, so if we take the average volume that is created here and plot it on the chart as a moving average type thing, you'll get an average like moving like this. Okay, so what they use it for is that it's more like using pivots. Yeah, so it is more like using pivots, and you just you see a VWAP going here, and if you say VWAP it, basically it means don't disturb the volume but average it, and make it look like someone normal is trading, I think. And the market, if it doesn't go like that, the market might crash or go really up, creating some imbalance which takes time to fill it, which is actually not favorable to the market, I think, because if the feds know about this, I think they can do something, I guess. But still, this what did I do? Okay. So let's get to the point, and you understand how the VWAPing it means. So let's get to the basic analogy of supply and demand, okay, guys? So, in finance terms, supply and demand basically means like this. So imagine you guys watching has a kilo of rice, and I need rice. So I'm in demand, and you have the supply. So supply is here, like imagine you is this, and this is me. Oh, wait a second. This is me. I need. I need 1 kg rice. Wait a second. 1 kg rice. You have 1 kg rice. Sorry, rice. Okay, so basically, me and you are staying here. So I'm just asking you to, like, I'm in demand. Okay, so like. Has supply. Okay, so I need something from you to make a transaction. So basically, I'm in demand and you're in supply, and we transact it. Like, imagine this is a currency. Like, we are the. Let me take an emoji. Where is the money emoji? What are those? So many emojis, to be honest. Like, what do we need emojis for? Trading. A second, I think it's in the object part. Pluton. Skalkpita, kometa, Mbare. Yeah, so money. Oh my god. Do I need to drag it? Oh my god. Okay, so nah. Okay. So imagine this is $2. So I make transaction, and you give. Where's the bag stuff? Is there any bag here? Okay. You give the rice. So basically, there is a transaction happening. So the buyer here, me, got satisfied, and you also got satisfied. Basically, a transaction happened, and that is actually happening here. That is what actually is happening here. So see, the market is booming up. So that means the buyers are in demand, and here, if you consider US as a seller, you can say that the supply is here, and the demand is down there. So basically, they need something cheaper to trade with. So you need expensive to make money. Sellers need cheap things to make money. Okay, that is basic the analogy. Wait a second, I'm gonna extend it. I will explain it. Wait, guys, wait. I want to go to the toilet so bad. Wait, guys. How do I pause it?